think we're good here. Okay, let's see. Black is down a pawn here. Both sides have 3 minor pieces. This knight is a little bit loose. Also, this queen might have the potential to be trapped. Okay, say we aim at the knight, maybe with something like rook d8, trying to attack this twice. I think it depends which rook I use. So this knight could potentially be defended via the bishop, but my other knight covers those squares. Oh, actually using this rook would be terrible because it's just a blunder. Knight f7 check. Yeah, so I think the only winning idea here is to try to pick up this knight. So rook d8, rook a8. Say white tries to bail out with bishop takes d5. Then I think rook takes d6 is simple enough, right? Attacking the queen and also threatening to take the bishop on the next move. There's bishop f4 though. Bishop f4. But then just takes, and then pawn takes, and I'm still a clean piece up. Yeah, I see no other idea here. I think it's just rook d8. Okay, it gives up the piece immediately with knight f5. So I can just take here, right? Let's take. Okay. Delta, you're just in time. I just started. Dude, when are you getting back from your vacation? Was it in a few days or so? I guess you're almost done with your tour of Asia, right? Okay, here's an easy threat. This is just checkmate. Hey Epithetos, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to try to, after warming up with some puzzles, I want to try to beat up on the computer. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's going well. I'm feeling pretty refreshed right now. I actually took a nap before the stream. Okay, I can immediately take here on f6 to get rid of the threat, but I could also check him first. I'm not sure which is more accurate. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think this check is leading anywhere. Check here, king f2, and there's no follow-up. So I actually don't get the point of this puzzle because... Okay, I see. If I attack this, then I can attack this bishop at the same time. Yeah, but still, let's say knight takes f6, bishop takes f5. How do I follow up from here? With this check again? Check, king f2, queen c5 check, trying to hit up on this bishop. Oh, Delta, I did not know that. Dude, you know everything about this, everything related to Danganronpa. F takes g6 first move. Okay, this actually, I didn't spot this as the candidate move here. But yeah, I just realized that taking this way allows me to get a flight square with my queen, or king. So F takes g6, queen h8 check, king f7. Nah, that still doesn't work though. Queen g7. Okay, only move is to step up. If I step down here, that's queen e7 mate. This looks really suspicious, but maybe it's working. Queen e7 check, king e5. Or king d5. Am I safe here? Jesus, that's a killer move there. That's probably the solution because I can't see anything else that wins. Yeah, I'm liking this move. The thing is that the king on d5 is actually relatively safe because there are no follow-up checks after that, after the king gets chased to d5. This bishop is nicely covering here, so it can take a pawn if white plays e4. And this rook is protected by my knight. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, that's my only move, so... These are all only moves, so I can't really fail this problem. Wow, that is a pretty weird solution. It wasn't that hard of a problem either. 2000. What's up, LJL chess? Let's see if I can get my rating up to, puzzle rating up to 2400 before I attempt to beat up on Stockfish. Hey Downtown, how's it going? Okay. This king looks like it's in some danger, but how do I proceed here? There's always bishop e5 if I need to gain a tempo on the queen. I'm thinking I need to I need to conquer Stockfish on the higher time controls before I can move down. We'll see. I'm thinking of going from level 1 through level 8 and seeing how that goes. Bishop takes g7. Yeah, that looks pretty promising. Man, everyone's just finding all the good candidate moves here. Bishop takes g7, queen takes g7, rook f7 is winning the queen. Although black still has a rook and a minor piece for the queen. Okay, and the other option is bishop takes g7. Well, I'm threatening to play queen h6, which is a checkmating threat, so black needs to take back somehow. What's up, Dragon Mate? How's it doing? How are you going? Dragon Mate Z. Is that a pun off of Dragon Ball Z, except you replaced ball with mate? I think I've been wondering about that for a while. Yeah. Yeah, bishop e5, queen e7, threatening mate threat himself on h4. Bishop takes g7, king takes g7, queen g6 check, king h8, rook f7 is winning at least the queen again. I do wonder if that's enough material though, because it will be even pawns and black will have a rook and a bishop for my queen. And I don't see any way to continue this attack with just a lone queen. Maybe I can pick up another pawn and that's enough for at least 2 points of material. Oh yeah, that's true. This h-pawn is super advanced, so this can also cause some mate threat problems. Okay, I'm going with bishop takes g7. It's just looks good on all the lines here. Okay, so just double checking here. Do I have anything better than queen g6 check? Queen f6 check just doesn't look like the right move. It's blocking the rook here. h6, king h7 doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, actually it does. I can still win this queen here, I think. h6, king h8, rook f6 or rook f7. Queen d8, but then queen e5 is mating. Oh, no. Queen d6 is covering both e5 and f6, so yeah, I don't think h6 is the move here. Alright. So. Okay, good, yeah. And this is actually, the computer is saying +6. It's a lot more than I expected here. Maybe because, yeah, there's just a ton of weak pawns here. Oh, this looks like a really simple problem. So I need to win a piece here somehow. Okay, g4 definitely comes to mind, just kicking out this knight. g4 knight e7 though, and nothing is under attack. And something like queen e5, just rook e8. Also queen takes f7. Rook e8. Still nothing is under attack. Is it 1 a.m. for you? No. It's around 10:30 where I am right now. 10:30 p.m. Huh. Okay, so if I can't win a piece, is there a way to like threaten checkmate? Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Okay, g4, knight e7. No, that doesn't look good either. Let's see. I will spell when I find the answer, probably. Yeah, this is probably the type of problem where once I find the answer, I know it's correct. Because I don't see any idea here so far. Okay, what about a quiet move? Let's say something like rook c1. Do some puzzles with the Kiseki skin. I think I or I don't have that that extension installed anymore. You'll have to show me how to do it again. Yeah, after I moved to my new PC, what was it? What was it called? Stylish? You have to link me to that again. Okay, let's try to follow up something. So maybe queen e5, my original idea, right? Rook e8. Queen f6, knight e7. It's quite tough. And in the absence of like a candidate move, I think I'm just going to take on f7. But yeah, I just don't see a threat. It's just not coming to me. I don't know. I'm just gonna hazard a guess here. I don't see anything better than just grabbing a pawn here. Maybe trying to grab 2 pawns after the rook moves. Nope. Okay, what's the solution? Oh. Okay, okay. Queen a5. Let's see. So okay, this is actually really simple. I should have seen this tactic because I think I've seen a trap in the Ruy Lopez that's similar to this, just forking the 2 rooks here. Yeah, of course. So after queen d5, if the rook moves here, then queen e5 is forking the 2 rooks. Okay, this one's a nice one. Yeah, and then let's say if the king moves, then this is it's just another fork with the king and the rook. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not getting any closer to 2400 here. I should have gotten that one. Alright, let's see. How about this one? Well, what's going on here? I think white is up in exchange. No, I'm just counting wrong. White has a rook for 2 minor pieces. Whoa. And a very interesting pawn structure here. Okay, everything looks like it's covered in the black camp here though, so I'm not sure where to start. Okay, rook b1 comes to mind here, just trying to, well, win a clean bishop here on a8. Maybe that's worth looking at. Rook b1, bishop c6, rook b8 check. Yeah, and then something like something like rook f8 would just be winning back in exchange, so white would be up in exchange after that. No, sorry. The material imbalance is actually stranger than that. It's going to be 3 minor pieces for 2 rooks. Okay, and then bishop f8, we've got, okay, bishop f8, I think we've got rook g3 check. Picking up a clean piece that way. Because if the king moves, I can take on f8. And if something like rook g4, then I can play h3. And this is just a pin to the king. Hey, Poco Loco the Legend. Oh, hey, it's Grandma. It's Mrs. Milton. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Today I was going to try something different and see if I can beat up on Stockfish. Okay, no judging yet. We'll see what happens. Okay, yeah. So I don't really see any other idea in the position. I mean, I said that last puzzle, but it just seems like the only way to infiltrate is to play rook b1. Okay, let me think about this though. So, what about rook b1, knight c6, trying to cover the back rank? What should I do on that? Huh, rook b1, knight c6. Hey Lance, how's it going? Okay, you're about to see how weak this engine is on Lichess. I'm gonna go from levels 1 through 8, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's Swall19. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Rook b1, knight c6. If only this knight just wasn't here. I mean, if I take the knight immediately, then just bishop takes e5, and that's still covering b8. How annoying. Delta, stop asking me to play Ultra Bullet. I'm not going to do that. Okay, maybe if it's Stockfish level 1, I'll play a quick game with it. So what else is there if knight c6 is just stopping me from getting in? I mean, there's also ideas like c4, but that's just kind of prolonging the position. The knight can just move wherever. No problem. Oh, okay. I just spotted. Maybe rook e1 is an idea. What time control am I going to use against Stockfish? I don't know. Maybe like 10-0. Or actually, I should give myself some increment too. So maybe like 5-8 seems fair. Don't want to lose on time against the engine. Okay, rook e1, knight moves. Where to though? Here perhaps? Ah, and then maybe I can go back to b1. How does that sound? It's kind of a funky tactic if that's true. Yeah, okay. So what I was calculating is if I play rook e1 and then if black plays knight c6 then I can actually take on d5 because this knight is blocking the defense of this knight. So rook e1, knight c6, bishop takes d5, e takes d5. And now I get this this check-in on from e1 to e8 because this pawn takes this way. Alright, so rook e1, let's say knight g6. Rook b1, bishop c6, rook b8. Wow, okay, knight f8. Okay, so I'm still not seeing the problem, or seeing the solution here. This knight is just covering everything. Rook e1, knight g6. Okay, what about this rook? No, I can't. This rook needs to stay here. I shouldn't move it. Okay, yeah, let's think about this again. So I just realized that if I play rook b1 and knight c6, I can take here immediately on d5. E takes d5. And yeah, now I can go back to e1. Aha, I see. That seems like the point of the puzzle then. Just to lock out this bishop and just swing between these two files, the b file and e file. I just need to find the correct move order. Yeah, so rook b1, knight c6, bishop takes, pawn takes, rook e1. Oh, that actually looks really nasty because with this knight on c6, it's just not doing anything. It's not covering any critical squares. It only covers b8, but that leaves e8 unprotected. Okay, so let's try it. Okay. So something completely unrelated. Figures. All this time I spent worrying about a different continuation is wasted. Now there's another continuation that I need to worry about. Okay, so rook b8, bishop f8. Okay, yeah, there's really no point in worrying here because rook b8 should be the only way to win a piece. Huh. Okay. Okay, so other moves besides bishop takes f8. There's rook g3, knight e2 check. Yeah, I'm going to be up in exchange after everything is traded. So bishop takes f8, knight takes h3, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes bishop. Okay, let's take back. Take here. That was kind of a complicated puzzle. Yeah, so what I was calculating here was, so bishop, first of all, bishop c6 just doesn't work because of rook b8. And if bishop f8, then rook g3 is winning a piece either way with something like this. So I was thinking, yeah, knight c6, but just covering the square. But bishop takes d5 is winning here. Yeah, and then just swinging over. Ah, with either rook is winning too. Rook e3 is also good, but rook e1. And now, let's say something like bishop f8. This is just delaying the tactic by one move. I'm still threatening to check the king and win this bishop. So there's two threats, this check here and taking on a8. That puzzle was rated around 2200. Okay. Maybe I'll do 2 more puzzles and then I'll move on to playing the computer. Still not feeling quite warmed up yet. Yeah, you never know about these puzzles because sometimes they have subtle complications, like let's say knight c6. I'm sure that a lot of players might miss that because it's kind of a quiet defensive move. And so you saw that the actual puzzle continuation was something completely different than that. So it's understandable that it looks hard when you see all the complications, but when it goes through a simpler line, then maybe it's clear how to move forward from there. Okay, this knight is a little bit loose. Okay, I think I see the point of this problem. So if I take here on e4 and queen takes e4, this queen is actually in danger of being trapped. Like, it doesn't have any squares if like a bishop comes to f5 to attack it. Yeah, so say if this knight wasn't even here at all, then knight takes e4, queen takes e4, bishop f5 is trapping the queen. So in order to support this idea, we need to kind of make a clearance sacrifice to get this knight off the square with tempo. Yeah, so I think the answer here is just knight takes here, queen takes, right? Still even material, but then knight g3. Knight g3 hitting the rook and the queen. Yeah, and so if, let's say, white tries to take the knight, then bishop f5 is trapping the queen. Oh, oh shit! You're right. Okay, so I was in danger of failing this problem. Yeah, the queen is actually not trapped, of course. What am I saying? The queen can either go to e2 or e1. Yeah, so I think I just need to revise that a little bit. Knight e3 is better because it stops the queen from going through the furthest squares of the e-file. Okay, so yeah, thanks for catching me there, Aniket. Knight takes e4, queen takes e4, knight e3, threatening bishop f5, trapping the queen. Yeah. Yeah, and either way that white takes this knight, the queen will be trapped, so the queen has to retreat, and then I can at least win an exchange here. Let's take knight e3. Okay, so it's going to give up the queen. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe one last one. One last one. Let's see. This looks really simple. Why not just... Oh, okay. For a second I thought this bishop was undefended, but it's being protected by the queen. Okay, yeah, so bishop takes here, king takes. I don't see a follow-up. And if queen a4 check, then just king e7. King is pretty safe on e7, so I don't see how to continue there. What about just queen a4 right away on the first move? Yeah, and if, let's say, bishop takes here on b5, knight takes b5, is double attacking the bishop and also threatening a discovered check. So black can't just take here on b5 right away. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem right because let's say bishop c6 and there's still no threat. This is always so tricky. I feel like the puzzle generation has improved on Lichess. Maybe I've just done all of the easy problems so far. It's beginning to feel like chess tempo with how nuanced these problems are getting. What if I told you guys that queen a4 is the answer and there's an easier solution? That seems pretty likely. I'm very prone to missing tactics here. Ah, okay, I see it. Yeah, so bishop takes d7, king takes d7, knight a4. That's simple indeed, yeah. And just hitting the queen, and if the queen moves, then it's not defending the bishop anymore. Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Oh. Okay. This is a failure on my part. I didn't see queen b4, but we can chase this queen away. Let's see. a3, queen c4, rook c1 should do the trick. Yeah, no more squares to defend this bishop after that. Okay, it's just gonna give up the bishop now. Yeah, just take it. Yeah, queen b4 is what you would call like a, I don't know, a safety move in a tactical position. The problem continues and the computer or the website doesn't realize that you actually failed the problem by missing this simple move. Because it just continues. Okay, that's enough for me today. Let's try playing Stockfish here. So yeah, this is the first time I've played the machine on stream. We'll see how it goes. Real time. Give myself 10-second increments. Let's be fair. Okay, we'll start with level 1 and go up to level 8. I'm predicting that I may or may not need takebacks on the later levels. Okay, so let's see how easy it is to beat up on level 1 Stockfish. It has an estimated rating of 1350, so I should be able to crush it immediately here. Okay, bishop g5. This all looks pretty normal. Okay. g4 is very weakening here. It's a very premature attacking move. I haven't even committed my king to castling, although I might do that anyways. Okay, maybe white is trying to play knight f5 to try to pick up this bishop. Yeah, thanks. I think I'll need all the luck I can get against Stockfish. I think you'll see soon enough. Okay, yeah, so I was thinking of playing h5 here, just trying to undermine. Knight f5. I am winning a free pawn, even though my pawn structure is totally wrecked here. Maybe it's just not worth it. Tricky, tricky Stockfish. Oh, actually I just realized, so if I play h5, knight f5, I can always go bishop h7 if needed. Just trying to argue that if white tries to win this pawn, then it's just super weak. Hey, I'm playing the position, not the player, okay? So I'm going to assume that this is a strong player until I see it make mistakes, okay? So in fact, it's playing the opening relatively decently already. Okay, I'm gonna chicken out and just play h6. Oh, okay. So this is a rather weak move, just giving up this bishop for free. It should have played bishop h4 to preserve it. Okay, yeah. Now I'm just going to stay solid and try to play with my two bishops advantage here. Let's play c6. Knight d7. Just keep developing here. Okay, so e5, d takes, knight takes, f5. Yeah, I think maybe the e5 break is a little premature, so I want to castle first. Okay, yep, it's going to try to win my bishop, which I'll decline by moving it away. Okay, yeah, now I'm glad that that white has played knight f5 here, because this e5 break comes with tempo. So I'm going to go here. Okay, it just moves back. Hey, it still hasn't made a piece blunder, so it doesn't seem that done to me yet. Okay, let's take. I do want to open up some lines for my bishop. Okay, bishop f3 is another weird move. Don't know what it's doing. Let's move the knight out. Oh. Okay, so it likes to put its bishop in the corner here for no real reason. Let's go tickle this pawn here on b2. Okay, so it uses the rook to defend here. Let's just complete development. Okay, so by playing queen f3, it blundered a piece fork here, a major piece fork. So knight d2 is forking the queen and rook. All right. Okay, so okay, so I was gonna say that I was up in exchange, but I'm up more than that because it just gave up a piece here on d5 for unprovoked. Oh, it doesn't even try to take this knight here. Oh, wow. Okay, this fell apart really quickly. I'm taking this knight too, and can't take back because of this pin. Alright. I think this game is likely over soon. Not even going to analyze anymore. It's being really done now. Let's maybe try to get in a quick checkmate somehow. Yeah, he can take some of my stuff. I just want checkmate. Alright, so I blundered into checkmate here. Alright, so queen h2 mate. Stockfish 1 plays really well, except it just doesn't take pieces sometimes. Yeah, I have to look at how it's coded. This is fascinating how it feels like it's pretty tenacious, and then suddenly it starts giving up a piece. I think what it's doing is that at random intervals in its calculation, it just chooses a random move instead of actually the best move in its search evaluation. I think I saw something very similar to that when I was browsing the Stockfish code. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just rematched Stockfish 1. No, I don't want to play you anymore. Okay, level 2. Let's do it. Okay, let's go for e4. Okay, the Stockfish wants to play the French. Knight c6 is a little unusual. Usually you want to keep this c-pawn break in hand, but the knight is now blocking that from happening. Knight c6 is okay in a few French positions, but not on move 2. It really depends on the placement of White's pieces. Okay. h5 is a little premature, but I'm assuming the computer wants to install a knight on f5. Okay, we'll just continue. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, maybe it wants to develop the knight here through h6. That's fine. Okay, I'm just going to claim a space advantage here and work with this. Okay, h4. This is also okay. There's no danger of me ever winning this pawn, actually, with 3 pieces defending here. So Peter is playing pretty well so far. I don't see it making any mistakes right now. Okay, yeah, I think now is the time to gain some queenside space. Let's go with b4. Oh, okay. I think maybe this is the first real mistake of the game. Castling is kind of weird because it takes the rook off of this file and weakens this pawn a bit. Not only that, but it's kind of castling into a weakened position because this pawn is no longer in h7. It's over here, so a bunch of light squares are now weak. Okay, but I can play up both sides of the board. I don't need to go for an attack. I don't see anything concrete right now, so I'm just going to grab more space before I decide to do anything. Okay, yeah, bishop e3 is definitely a possibility. What I might want to do is reroute this bishop to e1, though, in order to continue to attack this pawn. I also want to be able to gain some space on the king side, but g4 immediately just runs into, well, knight takes g4 for one. So I have to be careful about how I prepare it. Okay, let's just develop the knight. Actually, okay. So I could develop to knight d2, but I'm thinking about like where the best potential squares of this knight is. So there's also the option of knight a3 followed by knight c2, and perhaps I can maneuver the knight to a good square that way as well. Yeah, it really depends on where I want to install my knight. My knight is also maybe pretty good on b3. Okay, I think I like knight a3 better simply because I want to be able to go knight c2 and then knight e3. Okay, it's going to go knight f5. Seems reasonable. Let's complete the development here. Ooh, king g7. Yeah, I mean, Stockfish doesn't seem to be playing poorly right now. It seems like it's making logical moves here. Okay, so maybe castling was not a mistake because black can just go king g7 and also still keep control over this h-file. Okay, h3 I think is a poor move because For one, it just blunders immediately to this queen and rook fork. But even in the long term, h3 is just not good because it reduces your attacking chances on the king side. The problem with h3 is that if I play g4, then black can always play h takes g3, and this knight is unable to be kicked out. So if I want to kick out this knight, I actually have to do it really slowly. Let's say with g3, h3, and then g4. h3 is just killing my chances of actually kicking out this knight without me trading it off for one of my better pieces like this bishop. Yeah, so g4 is definitely on the cards. You have to watch out for a takes the en passant, so I gotta prepare it first. Let's go here. Okay, there's really no rush. I can play bishop f2. Just still thinking about g4 here. Okay. That's a little concerning though. What it's doing here is that it's striking at my a4 pawn twice. So black actually has a positional threat here with knight a7, attacking this pawn twice, and if I don't want to lose this pawn, I have to advance it. And this is a concession because black can try to trade off these light square bishops. So maybe I should have done something about this. Okay, I'm gonna play rook b1, so in case if it plays knight a7, then I have b5 in reserve, just trying to continue to shut out this knight. And this bishop as well. I don't want this bishop to become active. Okay, so let's play rook d8. Not a particularly useful move. Okay, I'm gonna do something kind of funky. I'm gonna reroute my king to prepare this g4 break. I don't want to play g4 in a situation where my king is kind of in the way of my rooks here. So I think I have all the time in the world to improve my king position here. Black doesn't really have any good breaks. h3 just runs it into g4 myself, and all this stuff is pretty much covered. Okay, so it's just going to shuffle around as well. Queen h7. It's a funky maneuver there. Ooh, okay. That's fascinating. So it is attacking my f4 pawn. I gotta protect it. Let's keep moving. Step out of the way here. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm actually very close to threatening g4, trapping this knight. Okay. Yeah, knight c2 followed by knight e3. I think the key thing is that because I have so much space, I actually don't want piece trades. I want to force black to suffer from his lack of space, and by not trading pieces, it just means that there's a higher probability of him like being stuck in a traffic jam here. Like his piece is just having bad squares and nowhere to retreat. Yeah, for example, like this bishop on e7 is blocking this knight from going back to e7. Okay. I'm gonna just do a cheap threat here. So queen e1 threatening g4. Let's see what it does. Okay. The computer saw the threat and is attacking my knight in response. Fair enough. Okay. I do want to kind of continue this threat here, so let's play bishop e2. Aha. So if I play g4 here, it's trying to go knight h6. Yeah, seems reasonable to me. Okay, I actually want to move my king a little bit further. I don't want it to be in this this diagonal here. I might blunder something if I do that. Ooh, okay. This pawn is now actually really weak, so let me try to target it. Ooh, okay. I think now it's getting desperate. It doesn't know what to do, so it's making pawn breaks here. But if I just play b5, everything still stays closed. Yeah, it's now making terrible moves. So now I can just take on c6, and I'm winning a piece because that's attacking d7, and I'm still attacking a3. Okay, let's take here. Take here. Okay, maybe I'll take with the rook. So none of this, these positional kind of ideas mattered because Black decided to blunder a piece, unfortunately. All right, let's finally just kick this knight away. I'm happy with installing my knight on. Oh. Okay, I just realized that I can also play bishop h4. This is much stronger. So this bishop is going to be extremely nice here. On f6. Oh, wow. The computer is in for a world of hurt here. This is just one of the most awful positions I've seen in any chess game. Even if Black wasn't down a piece, this is terrible. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is bring a rook here and just take on h3. I don't think it has anything it can do to stop this plan. Yeah, it's flailing around here. Let's take here. Alright. Okay, that's just a mate in 2 here. Queen h6. Queen g7. Yeah, indeed. I think there's something in the Stockfish code that just, at certain points, just chooses a random move. Ah, yeah, and Fate points out. This is, I could have just played Queen h7 and Knight h7. Queen h8, and then Knight h7 mate. Okay, on to level 3 here. Let's play the Sicilian. Ooh, okay. Early Queen d4. This is not advised because Knight c6 comes with tempo. Yeah, Queen c4 is also terrible too because it's still in the line of attack. Okay. How do I punish this opening play here? It actually played better in the opening in the first 2 games. Peter is just asking for it here. Let's play Queen b6. Oh, gross. Okay, Stockfish level 3. How could you play such a nice positional game in game 2, but just suddenly blunder pawns like this? It's so ugly. Okay, I'll take here. Alright. Oh, this is just gross. Okay. Let's just complete development. Oh, gave up another pawn. Okay, I'm going to assume that Stockfish has just given up this game. Not even going to do anything fancy, just... Okay, rook g1 seems useful. Oh, attacking my bishop. Maybe it's going for tricks here. It's kind of unfortunate I have to give up this bishop, but oh well. Can't have everything. Okay, let's attack this rook here. Okay, just connect the rooks. Everything looks really nice here. Yeah, I have everything covered and protected. This bishop is killer in this diagonal. I can take here anytime I want. Don't want to do it immediately because of rook a1. Ooh, I wonder which Stockfish dev this was. I know a few of the devs who maintain variant Stockfish, at least. The version of Stockfish that they use on Lichess. I'm thinking it should start without the king. Huh. That would be an interesting chess variant, where one side doesn't have the king. I think the winning conditions are a little unclear there. Okay. Let's see. It's kind of annoying that this rook controls this file, though. How to proceed. Okay, winning a pawn is always useful. Let's do it. Okay, I think I can win another pawn by pinning the bishop, right? Let's see what happens. Ah, okay. It's just going for activity here. Possibly rook a7, but I don't care about that. Just continue taking pawns. Okay, I'll take this. Okay, and now I'm threatening to trade everything off. So, yeah, I can just advance here, actually. Yeah, and white is paralyzed. He can't do anything without losing a piece here on e2. So I have all the time in the world to advance this pawn. Okay, now he's gotten out of the pin, so I'm going to trade everything off. And I think this game is going to be over soon. Okay, let's just pre-move the rest. I think this is an easy win here. Okay. So, first 3 games have gone pretty smoothly. Time for level 4. Okay, it starts out with e3. It's okay, but a little passive. I think white could do a better opening move to press the advantage here. Okay, yeah, I'll try to take advantage of this by bringing my bishop outside of the pawn chain. So I can start with knight f6. But maybe the computer is trying to go for a Colley's setup. Like a Colley's Zuckertort, although I doubt that the computer will find these opening moves because it doesn't have an opening book. Yep, see ya, LJL Chess. Thanks, dude. Okay, let's bring out this bishop. It's always a useful pin here. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, it goes for this h3 and g4 stuff. I mean, I think it's okay in certain types of positions, but it just seems a little premature here. And I don't mind too much actually giving up this bishop. It's spending way too much time pushing its kingside pawns instead of developing. Yeah, and I think, yeah, h3 and g4 was a little questionable, but I think g5 is just a blunder. I can play knight e4, and I'm threatening multiple things. So if the computer tried to play h4, then I can actually save the bishop. There's just so much space left behind now that it's advanced all its kingside pawns like this. take here. So opening up the h-file. And it looks like it's given up this pawn here on g5. I guess I could have tried f4 to defend this pawn, but then knight g3, I can just win this bishop if I wanted. With a better position because my rook is more active. So, just gonna take here. Okay. Computer might try to go for queen b3, so I'm gonna try to preempt that by playing c6. Okay, interesting. f4. This is also very weakening. Okay, yeah, and I would be happy with a queen trade here because I'm a pawn up. So I emerged a pawn up in this middle game. Happy with this result. AKA Cuttlefish, I'm not ignoring you. I don't really know how to answer your question here. If Naka played Dungeons and Dragons, what character class would he play? Okay, fine. I'll answer this one. Well, I think Naka is known for his aggression and speed play, even though he's also very talented at positional chess as well. But that's what he's known for, so I don't know. Maybe I would choose Barbarian. What a strange question to ask. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go with bishop d6 because I want to bring my king up to e7 and complete development this way. So now is just a question of how to pry open the position here. Because yeah, he can. I was wondering if the computer would do it, and he did it. Just play h4, knight f3, and defend this way. So I need to come up with some sort of pawn break like f6 and e5. Computer is being resilient. Annoying. Okay. I'm going to reroute this knight to f5, so starting with knight g8. Okay, yeah. And I was thinking, yeah, on b5, I can just sidestep with c5. Oh, okay. I didn't need to worry about trying to go for a break in the center because now I just win this pawn here. Thank you. Does Christmas come early? Okay, yeah. Let's... Wow, there's just so many good moves here. This is... Oh shit. Okay, but I did blunder either an exchange or a pawn here. So this is the first sign of strength of Stockfish I've seen so far. It's actually threatening to win something via a tactic. A tactic that works. Okay, I think I'd rather just go for this knight and pawn and let him win the exchange here. This is still very terrible for white here. Yeah, g7. My king and knight are doing a great job just taking away all the squares from the rook. Yeah, and even knight e4 is just permanently attacking this weak c3 pawn. Alright. Let's just make a waiting move. I'm really curious to see what the computer is going to do here if I just shuffle around like this. Okay. It's going to try to lock up the pawns here on the queen side. This is all right. Okay. So I made the computer make a mistake here. So with rook h2, now I can actually go g5 and progress because with g5, but white can't just take here because I just take the rook. So the pawn is actually now pinned. And it wasn't the case when the rook was on h1 because this rook is defended like this. So with the rook on h1, then g5 is just trading off rooks. But here I can go g5 for free. All right. So just thinking whether I should just win this pawn or just keep going. I think I'm just going to keep going. All right, so I forced this rook off of the file, so now I can take this pawn. So I have everything now. Advanced g pawn and this h pawn here. Okay. I have a feeling like this computer is just going to self-destruct here. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if I move my knight away and bring my king in. I wonder whether it's going to defend correctly. Let's try it. Oh, okay. I have to watch out though, because I don't actually want a rook trade here. If king e4, then something like this could happen with knight f3 check, picking back up the rook. But I don't want this position to complicate. Just go back. Okay, I'm going to try to bring my king in via g4. Okay, so it tries to stop it via this king march here. That seems fair. All right. So now how do I advance though? Okay, so now I actually do have knight g5 kicking away this king. Oh, it's not kicked away. Oh, I'm so shocked that he can do this. Maybe it's working. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make sure this king can't advance any further. It looks like it's gonna be checkmated soon, though. Like, how can this Peter do this? Oh wow. Okay. Maybe sensing mate, it just doesn't want to defend this pawn anymore. I'll just take it. It's gonna give me this pawn, so don't see why I shouldn't take it. Alright, let's advance this one as well. Ah, Igloo Kid, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, so we'll keep going. Actually, so there are no entry points in my position, but if I play e5 here, then white might be able to drum up a little bit of counterplay with rook d1. I mean, I'm sure that e5 is working anyways. This position is just totally dominating, but I don't even want to give white this chance. I just want to continue very safely here. Okay, how about knight g4 now? Okay, so now the king actually has to move back. Yep, my knight is still here defending both of these pawns. It's quite nice. Okay, yeah, I'm just slowly making headroads in here. Oh, and I just noticed rook d3. Rook d2 is a mating threat, so he had to respond there. Or it had to respond. Okay, so if I go c2, I mean, I'm just winning a rook here, because if the rook moves off of this file, then this is checkmate. So I'm just winning a rook by playing c2 here. Yeah, and the computer is frustrated or desperate. It just gives up a rook here for no reason. Just wants to give some spite checks before losing out right here. Yeah, and important thing is, okay, I didn't notice this beforehand, but there are no stalemating tricks because the white king can always go to d4. So now white no longer has any checks. Okay, I can just take that. Okay, now it should be straightforward. Okay, just to be extra mean, I'm going to grab all of its stuff before checkmating it. Okay, just making sure there aren't any stalemates. Okay, that was Stockfish level 4. So I didn't have to use any takebacks yet. Pretty happy, no blunders yet. Let's see how level 5 works out. Okay. Starts out with e4. This is a better opening move. Okay, I'm going to start out with the Scandinavian. Queen f3 is just not great, because I'm going to attack it with tempo. Okay, it wants to trade queens. Yeah, I'm not even going to give it the opportunity to trade queens. I think the queen is just poorly placed here, blocking the d-pawn. So I'm going to sidestep this queen exchange by developing my knight. Okay. So interesting opportunity. I could either play g6 or e6 to develop my bishop. Okay, I'm going to go for g6. Either development seemed fine to me. Okay, so it goes back to e2, maybe trying to develop this bishop as well. Okay, yep. So white lost a lot of moves, just shuffling the queen around here, and I'm already ready to get a central rake in. Okay, what's the best break? Maybe c5? Let's go for it. Why is it playing h3? Very strange. Strange play. It's just losing so much time playing little pawn moves like this. Okay. I'm going to try to develop my bishop on this long diagonal. Oh, it takes here. Okay. Okay, again it moves its queen out. I mean, there's no immediate punish. It's just that it's lagging really far behind in development because of all these queen moves. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to move my knight away. Yeah. What is it doing? Okay. It went to queen c4 and then it went back here. So maybe it was satisfied with kicking my knight away before going back here. It went back unprovoked too. Like, I was planning to play b5. I think I'll do it immediately, but just went here for no reason. It's still blocking in its bishop, by the way. Okay, so it's offering this annoying exchange again. I'm going to decline, for sure. Okay. Queen c7 looks okay. Yeah. And I'm happy to trade off this f6 knight because it was blocking in my bishop, so now my bishop is active. Let's take here. Oh shit. Okay, I think this game is over now. Look at this, c4. Like, not taking back this knight. I mean, the quality of the blunders is just pretty consistent between each Stockfish version. So I really do think that maybe between versions they reduce the probability of making random moves, but still it's making random moves at intervals. I'm betting at like level 7 or 8 it'll stop making bad moves. Stop making random moves like this. Okay, so let's just move this knight away. Yeah, let's just make sure I don't lose anything. I'm okay with giving up this pawn. It doesn't take it though. what's the reason for avoiding queen trades so far? Um, it's like every square. I don't actually mind a queen trade. It's just that every square that this white queen has gone to is just terrible. Like it's just blocking in its pieces here. On e2, it's blocking the bishop. On d3, it's also not good because I can get this little trick in with queen c7 and rook d8, also kicking this queen once more, developing with tempo. Yeah, let's see how many. Let's count how many queen moves this queen made in this game so far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's made 9. Half of the moves that Stockfish has made in this game are queen moves. It's made 9 out of the 18 moves so far in this game are queen moves. And you can see that, like, because of all this maneuvering, all these pieces are just stuck on the back rank. I'm already castled, and white hasn't even developed any of these bishops yet. It's just so bad. Yeah, I don't even mind just like giving up more pawns, like this one, for example. Let's just get this king stuck in the center. Okay, so if I take on f1 here, the king is forfeiting castling rights. Yeah, and actually now, if I play knight d4 here, I'm going to win a rook here in the corner. Okay, so the queen just ran right into a royal fork here on c2. Why not take pawn with the queen in the last move? Hold up. You're talking about here? The bishop is protecting that pawn. Okay. Yeah, see ya, Grandma. Thanks for stopping by. No crazy house today, but maybe sometime in the future. Alright. I think it's all cruise control from here. There's no way I can blunder this. This is... It's really funny how white is just... He's actually imprisoning his rooks here with moving the bishop back here. Okay, that's fine by me. Imprison all your stuff as much as you want. Okay, I'll just take here too. So I'm a full queen up. Not much to say here. Okay, I'm happy with more trades too. Okay, let's try to get in a nice checkmate. Maybe I'll go for a light square checkmate with my king here. Okay, there we go, and I get it in. Okay, let's be mean and take all the stuff. Alright, forget it. I don't think I can chase down this bishop, so I'll just checkmate it. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think it's gonna start to get pretty hard here. So we've got 3 levels left, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and I've blocked this game. Okay, so we're going for a Sicilian by transposition. Okay. It might go for this Maroczy bind type setup with d4. These E and C pawns controlling d5. Seems good to me, what it's doing so far. Okay, let's play knight f6. Oh, okay. So yeah, so I was wondering whether it would play e5, and I think this is actually a bad choice here due to knight g4, and this pawn is overextended. So I'm wondering if Stockfish calculated something I didn't see, or if I'm just winning this pawn outright. Okay, so I really am winning this pawn outright. It blundered this pawn, so I'm a pawn up now. Okay, so as long as I don't make any blunders or fuck it up somehow, I'm just winning here already on move 6 in this game. I mean, it really is just a clean pawn. I didn't create any weaknesses to win this pawn. In fact, if anyone has the weaknesses, it's white. This pawn on the d file is backwards. Okay, I'm gonna retreat here just to control d4. Okay, let's sink this knight in. C5. This is a decent choice. I like it from the computer. Threatening to take here and gain some scope for this bishop. So my rook is a little bit shut out of the game right now. I'm wondering how I can get it back in. This bishop also, I need to be able to develop it without losing the b7 pawn. Okay, I'm gonna go for a5. See how this works out. So I'm planning to develop my rook in a kind of a funky fashion with a6. But I think that's okay because my knight is controlling b5, so this is not a huge weakness. Okay, yeah, let's develop the rook here. Okay, so maybe it's gotten annoyed with my knight on d4. Yeah, this is something I would do too as a human, just to trade off this knight in order to gain access to b5. Even if it loses the 2 bishops to do so, I think it's still white's best choice. Level 6, 1900, level 7, 2200. Oh yeah, you're right. I haven't been looking at the ratings, but it does say 1900 here in level 6. So I should still be able to beat it. I am outrating the computer by 400 rating points, even if this is not the most accurate estimate. Okay, let's see what the computer does if I play bishop f6. So, is it going to trade off? It does. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I'm feeling really comfortable with my position because this bishop is terrible. And there's no way to challenge this knight without trading off his own knight here. Okay, but it's also true that my bishop is locked in right now, and if I play e5, that gives the d5 square to white. So need to develop carefully here. Make sure I don't weaken anything too much. Okay, b6 looks okay to me. Bishop d7. All right. Rook d8, just preemptively defending this square. Okay, and finally I just want to get this rook back into the game. Note that I don't have control of over any of these squares, so I have to maneuver carefully. Okay, this is fine. Queen e7. What's one of your favorite historical games? No, I can answer this one right now. So, Octopus Knight, I think that's the game Kasparov-Karpov. I do vaguely remember seeing this game like a few years ago. Yeah, for Sufting beating Karpov, that was one style of play. I mean, one obvious answer is the opera game with Paul Morphy. Morphy versus some dukes. It's just a classic example of fast-paced development attack that ends in a very nice-looking queen sacrifice mate. Yeah, there's a million Kasparov games. I gotta think about it, yeah. I haven't visited chessgames.com in a while, but I'm sure that if I go to famous players' profiles and look at their most commented games, I'm sure one of those are my favorites. Okay, yeah, and e5 on move 13. Let me look at that too. Ah, okay, e5 on move 13 here. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I mean, I think this is okay because I am a pawn up, but this is unnecessarily kind of stodgy or inflexible because you're immediately committing your pawn to e5 and weakening the d5 square. So this is something I would want to do in the future, but for now it's just a little too committal. And I think one important thing in chess is to keep your options open and not telegraph them too much, especially when you're playing against human players. But even against a robot, I think not to. If you like make a move that you can't really take back, you have to kind of calculate the consequences. And here I wasn't ready to do it. I think like if I play e5 here now, this is much better than e5 on move 13 because more pieces have been traded off. So there's less room for white to take advantage of this weakness here with less pieces on the board. And I'm not even going to play e5 here either because I still think there's more room for improvement for my piece placements before I commit to more pawn moves. Okay, yeah, like here for example. Oops. Knight d2, okay. I'm gonna place my bishop on e8. Ah, okay. So now it's trying to trade off this knight here, and I'm okay with that. Okay, it's really just trying to trade off everything. I mean, it is a pawn down, so I wouldn't advise this plan for white. I think white should be keeping all the pieces on the board as much as possible. It's just trading down into a pawn down in game. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and also bishop f1 is just a terribly passive move. I'm going to play bishop c6, and I've actually activated my bishop for once. So not sure how it's going to continue here. Okay, yeah, and here I'm going to play g6 just to give my queen a flight square. And yeah, let's trade queens. No problem. Yeah, let's trade bishops too. So, next plan here is me trying to go to c7 to protect this b6 pawn and just free up my rook to do other stuff. So here we go. Or c6. c6 is equally as good. Yeah, so now my rook is in the game. This rook actually is not doing much because my king is here, so it should probably reroute as well. Okay, just trying to tease out some weaknesses. So I do need to find a way to kind of penetrate, and I don't see how I can do it without pushing my pawns. So I think I'll have to start pushing pawns here. Maybe I can trick it somehow by shuffling my rook around. Okay, yeah, rook b5 is just a bad move because it's doing like nothing on the square. It should go back and take another open file. It's keeping my king committed to the b6 pawn, but that's fine. I'd rather move my rook around than my queen, my king. Okay, so it decides to go back with the rook. This just makes sense. Okay, I think I need to find some other way to get into position. So I'm gonna try this. Gotta watch out. Is f4 any good? Oh, hey M49, how's it going? Yeah, it's my turn. What's the time control? It's 10:10. 10 minutes with 10-second increment. Stockfish level 6 here. Yeah, so it's putting up significantly more resistance in this game. I mean, although it lost a a pawn on like move 6, it's defending really well in this rook endgame. Oh my god. This might end up in a draw because of how I just have no penetration squares. Yeah, any pawn move that I make is actually going to kind of give up a weakness on my part. Yeah, so if I play king e6 and something like f5, this e5 pawn actually becomes weak. So, but I don't see any other way forward. I mean, there's also another break with g5 here. Oh, Play9, thanks for the sub. Super happy. I'm actually getting subs these days. Yeah, hopefully you're entertained by the stream too. I don't usually play the computer. I just thought it'd be fun to do it today. I usually do viewer games. Okay, so yeah, there's two breaks, f5 or g5. g5 is also a little questionable too because it still weakens e5. It isolates it if white decides to take. But then again, like I don't see a way forward, so I'm gonna have to choose between these two breaks. Yeah, I think that my king and my rook are in optimal positions right now, so there's nothing that I can do to improve them. Alright. So I'm going to gamble on this being good. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is go for rook h6. Hopefully this is not making any mistakes or whatever. Okay, yep, everything still looks good. Just take here. Okay. So I'm a little quicker. Here. Meaning that my rook is already on an open file, unlike white's rook. And maybe I can still force him to be passive by attacking this pawn from the side. Okay, yeah, let's attack it. How does it defend? Oh! It just wants to give up the pawn. Yeah, I think this is still a one-pawn in game if white passively defends g4 from the side, either here or here. The thing is that my rook can actually go from behind and attack this pawn here. Oh, no, actually no, that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. If white just stays put here on e5, or e4, this is just drawn. Because I have no way of attacking these pawns without the king defending it. So if I go back here, then king b3 is just defending. And my king actually can't enter the position. Okay, so white missed a very obvious draw here. I'm just going to take this pawn for free. Okay, so it's going to attack the B pawn. It should have done that a move earlier, like M49 suggests. Okay, yeah, but it's going to be a little too slow. Like, white is going to need to, in order to get counterplay, is going to need to take this pawn, and then advance this stuff. Whereas I'm already 4 squares away from promotion. So I don't think white will be able to get away with taking everything without letting me promote. Okay, yeah, so it can definitely... Oh, this is just awful play. It doesn't even bother taking on b6. It wastes a move by... It's like this is literally a waste of a move. It's not doing anything. It's just shuffling this rook 1 square here. Okay, I guess it can take this anytime, but why not move the king on the last move? Oh, okay, maybe it wanted to avoid a rook trade. So this is too deep for me, what it's trying to do. Okay, so g3, king e2, g2, king f2, and the king is just in time to defend the promotion square. Alright, let's go after one of his pawns. Okay, hopefully, I hope I'm playing this endgame correctly. Okay, so now I have 2 pass pawns, and I'm gonna try to create 2 threats, like on both sides of the board, promoting this pawn and promoting this pawn. And I don't see how white is going to be able to defend both threats. Yeah, let's put the rook here. Okay, it can give me a lot of checks, but this is not leading anywhere because my king is actually going to be safely protected in front of the pawn after go here. Okay, yeah. I think the computer is just not seeing far enough ahead. This pawn is going to be too quick, so even if it wins these 2 pawns, it's just not going to be in time. Yeah, okay, yeah, and there's also a fun little trick here. So this is a classic rook endgame trick. It seems like black can't make any progress because if black tries to move the rook off of the file, then white can just take this pawn for free, right? So it seems like the rook is stuck defending this pawn. But that's not the case when the king is on the second rank. On the second rank and not on the G and H files. So this is a neat little skewer. So if I play rook h1 here, I'm threatening to queen on the next move, right? So you might be thinking, oh, white can just take this pawn, right? But then comes the shocker, which is rook h2, and the king and the rook are skewered. So I am just winning this rook outright after rook h1. It's the only winning move here. Alright. So Stockfish gives up. It knows that its rook is going to be lost. I can just take this anyways. Okay, yeah. Stockfish 6 is playing like trash. I agree. It made a bunch of really stupid moves here. Like, the position might have still been lost, but why did it play rook b2 to rook b3 here? It's just like a total non-move. Doesn't improve the position at all. Alright. Let's make sure the computer suffers here. Let's do a victory lap. The computer, as always, it doesn't resign, so I can safely do a victory lap without it cursing me out or messaging me after the game. Okay. Okay, so that was Stockfish level 6. Okay, here we go with Stockfish level 7. This is going to be tricky. I already know it. Yeah, so it says right here on the left side, on the left-hand side of this page, that Stockfish level 7 is estimated to be 2200 strength. So kind of low master strength. So this should be a fairly equal fight. This might be the first time I have to actually use takebacks, so we'll see what happens. Stockfish level 7 might be able to outcalculate me on some of these tactics. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot what I just said. Rook b3 might have been there to avoid the rook trade, but still, it's just an awful looking passive move. And if it wanted to avoid the rook trade, why didn't it just take on b6 immediately, you know? The rook wasn't doing much on b3, so why not just take a pawn while avoiding the rook trade? Okay. So we've got a ready type position here. Okay. I'm already out of book here. I'm not very good at opening theory. So if b3, I do like the double fianchetto positions. So if b3, then maybe d takes c, b takes c, knight d, or queen d4, attacking both the rook and this pawn here. So I can't go b3 immediately, which is unfortunate. Okay, so it goes for d4. I'm happy with the transformation here because this is like a reverse Benoni. But it's a good reverse Benoni because black has played e6. Yeah, black has played an early e6. So if black wants to develop this bishop, he'll have to play e5 and wasting a move by moving this pawn again in the opening. Okay, let's see what happens. So I'm going to go for the standard Benoni break, which is to play e3 and challenge this pawn immediately. What is it going to do? Ooh, it plays d3. Okay. I think the computer is just not seeing that this pawn is actually weak. So the computer is in fact arguing that this pawn on d3 is a strength, and I disagree. I think that this is a weakness. I'm going to be able to round up this pawn. Okay, but I need to prove it. So how do I attack this multiple times in a way that he can't defend it? There's probably several ways, but I don't have to do it right now. Let's just make sure that the computer can't get any cheap tricks in, like, let's say, knight b4, knight c2, winning my rook. Ah, yeah. Knight a6, knight c5 ideas. Okay, but the computer is dumb and it doesn't do that. I do like that plan though. Knight a6 and knight c5, trying to defend this pawn from c5. Of course, with a5 inserted. Just keeping this knight here. Okay, so it might actually play knight b4 next move, and I don't want to have my knight stuck here on like a3 trying to defend c2. So I'm going to preemptively go a3. Stop any knight b4 business. Okay, yeah, so it goes a5. And also, I don't want the computer to play a4. Kind of stranding my own pawn here. So I'm going to play b3. And this was the plan anyways, to try to fianchetto this bishop. Ah, okay. Okay, I did not expect this to happen. I mean, I should have expected it, that it would play e5 at some point. I even said that it should play e5 to develop this bishop. But now that I'm looking at it, it's threatening to play e4 and connect this pawn chain. So if I want to stop it from doing that, I know that black is a little underdeveloped here. I can actually play e4 myself to make sure that this pawn is stranded. Yeah, because let's say e4 and knight takes e4. I actually have here... Oh, actually, do I have that? I was going to say rook e1, just attacking this knight. But then I realized that black can go f5. Ooh, this is complicated. Yeah, also complicating matters is that black can play bishop c5 and attack my weak f2 pawn. So maybe this was just well thought out by Stockfish. Huh. Okay, let's see. So e4, knight takes e4, rook e1, f5. Yeah, and the annoying thing is that if I move my knight away, like knight here trying to take on f5, this doesn't even work because of g6. Ah, this is gross, yeah. Another problem is that bishop g4 is coming. So e5 was just a strong move here. Okay, so black has proven that this maybe I was just just too slow on the queen side. I should have done something more active, like played e4 right away. Like rook e1, e4. Now black is just getting all this undeserved counterplay here with e4, bishop g4, and just threatening my light squares. I know, it feels bad, man. Okay. I also spotted that I can just play knight c3 here, right? Knight c3, e4, knight g5. So I'm delaying e4 by one move at least. Oh fuck, but bishop g4 anyways. Knight c3, e4, knight g5, bishop g4. This stupid computer. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna play h3. It actually still cannot go... Oh, it can actually. So h3, e4, knight g5, bishop f5, knight c3, queen e7 is holding this pawn. It's very annoying. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's see what happens. Okay, it doesn't go for it. This is a good sign. Great, okay. So that means that I can strand this pawn. Yeah, it still cannot play e4 because I'm going to win it. Okay, it took me a really long time to realize that this pawn is still stranded. This is good, this is good. Yeah, I don't even need to play knight g5 right away. Alright. Okay, so how do I continue from here? I mean, black always has bishop f5 here, so I can't really attack this pawn directly. I need to like work around it. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to delay things as much as possible until I know that it can play e4 on the next move. Oh, I'm running low on time. Let's but yeah, this is a kind of a key moment. What should I do here? Okay, let's do it. e4. Okay, yeah, I know my d4 square is weak, but I just want to keep this pawn isolated here. And continue from here. Okay. Bishop e6. Yeah, I mean, I think any move here is okay. Rook 1 is fine. Note that knight g4 is not possible because I played h3. So this pawn is not too much of a weakness now. Okay, it's retreating its knight. This is a good sign. Yeah, if it's going to retreat here, why don't I just advance? There's... Okay, whoa. That's very sharp. f5. So it's going to defend this e5 pawn tactically because of my weaknesses on f2. Yeah, so say something like takes, takes. Knight takes. Oh, a lot of captures to consider. Bishop takes f2 at the end. Do I have a day job outside of chess? Yeah. Let's just say I don't play chess for a living. Not sure if I want to say anything more. I think you can kind of guess what my profession is. I think you've been around to see what I usually do on Lichess. Let's see. I'm at 44 seconds, so I'm a little down in time. Let's just make some quick moves. Oh boy. Okay, I'm feeling really scared about this f2 pawn. So I'm going to preemptively do something about it. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that I also have knight e3 just covers everything here. Knight e3. Knight e3. But then just bishop e6. Not much is happening. It's just going to go east. Oh! Oh, I'm really happy now. It gave up its dark square bishop. This may be winning now. Hold on. I have this really powerful dark square bishop. Oh man, okay. I think the computer is just making positional blunders now. So okay, it's true that this d3 pawn is rock solid. I can't do much to change that. But I can work around it and just play c5, right? It's complicating stuff when I have no time left. This is very frustrating. Okay, yeah. I have no time left. I just gotta move quickly here. Oh, bishop there wouldn't be good. Okay, I'm gonna try to just maybe get this A file open and then get some counterplay over here. Okay, I'm starting to get a little scared. There's all these pieces are staring at my king side, and it looks like there's a checkmating attack brewing somewhere. I don't see it yet, but it looks very scary. So I'm gonna try to trade off one pair of rooks. Maybe that'll help. Oh boy, okay. And I just spotted that knight g5 was an option. Oh my god. Okay, so it's attacking h3. I gotta defend this. No! Okay, I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm dead because if I take on h3, then knight f3 is just forking my king and queen. Yeah, this is over. After winning this pawn here, black is a clean pawn up, and I'm still stuck with my terrible light squared weaknesses. Yes, my position looks a little terrible. Just a little bad here. Okay, you know what? I think I was just outplayed from the opening, so I'm not even going to bother to take back this game. I think I'm going to just rematch. And damn it, Stockfish level 7 is 2200. Completely outplayed me here. Okay, maybe I can change things with black. Yeah, hey Spinaltap, how's it going? Documentary and AlphaGo. Oh, there's a documentary out right now. I'm looking forward to the folks at DeepMind developing a StarCraft 2 AI. I think that would be really awesome to watch. Okay. Okay. Again, it goes for e3. This Kali setup. Okay, I'm happy to repeat this. Okay, c4, c6. I don't really know any opening theory here, but it seems to be solid and playable what I'm doing here. Yes, I think I've already equalized because white is just putting these pieces on passive squares. And my bishop is outside of the pawn chain, whereas his isn't. I'm wondering if white is actually going to have the foresight to fianchetto this bishop like this. Go for a Zucker-Tort setup, I think it's called. Okay, no, it's not going to do that. Okay. Let's see if I'm curious if white is going to play c5. This is a positional mistake if it does that. It does. Yes. Okay, I think I have good chances in this game. So the reason why c5 is bad is because it relieves central tension on the d5 square, and it gives me the better break. So I have the e5 break, and actually e4 is a worse break for white because if I just take here, then the d5 square is weak due to this advanced c-pawn. Okay, so I think I got the better of this exchange here. I'm not surprised that level 7 beat me. I have played this engine offline many times, and I I know how frustrating it can be to play this computer. So yeah, I can even go for b6 right away, but I'm just going to try to gun for this e5 break. See how the computer responds. Okay, so it wants to go play queen b3. This is a pretty empty threat though, because after rook b8, the queen is just misplaced on b3. It's blocking the b pawn, and it's kind of staring at this protected queen side and doing nothing to protect the king side. So it's probing some more. So it wants to attack this. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just play a6. I think its counterplay with b4 is just going to be a little too slow. If it's okay, I wonder if it's worth playing a5 here. I'm not sure I like a5 that much because a5, b4, and white is opening this file quicker than he can normally if I just play a6 and wait for him to play, you know, a4 and b5. Not to say that opening this file is that great for white. I mean, there's no entry points here. It's just that if there's a possibility for play on the queen side, I want to make it as slow as possible. So I like a6 here. Oh, position before queen e7. Nah, I still don't like it because it just gives white a pawn lever here with b4. a4 is just not possible. I don't have enough defenders on a4, and I mean if black, or sorry, if white just moves this rook, for example, at a good moment, I think b4 is just coming too quick. All right. So now I do have the chance to play e5. e5. Okay. So this this might be the first opportunity where I take a take a take back if it doesn't work out. But I'm thinking e5, knight takes. Oh, actually, just knight takes is good. Wait a minute. Is my bishop getting trapped here? So e5, knight takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes is threatening checkmate. F4, I can just take this knight here. This knight is hanging on c3. Okay, whatever. Let's go for it. I don't care if I have to take takebacks. It's a privilege I'm afforded here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take this chance to close up the position and trade off bishops. Okay, yeah, so I have a very clear advantage here because my bishop is better than his bishop, or its bishop. Yeah, white's remaining bishop is the same color as its pawns, so it's staring at its own pawns, while my bishop is working great in tandem with my light square pawns. See how many squares it controls, whereas this dark square bishop for white is just redundantly controlling squares and not able to protect any of these weak light squares. Okay. So the way to continue here is probably like a kingside attack here with h5 and g5. So I'm wondering whether it's worth it to castle here or just, go on ahead with advancing my pawns. Yeah, I think my king is actually pretty safe in the center because the center is just so locked up. So I'm okay with putting my king here on like d7, for instance. Yeah. In the interest of like expedience in terms of this kingside pawn storm, I think I'm just going to keep my king in the center. I could also castle and then tuck it away in the corner and then play g5, f5. That's also an option. Choices. Okay, if it doesn't work out, I can always take back. Okay, one thing I have to do is watch out for some counterplay, like let's say f6, trying to weaken e4. All right, let's do it. Show me, computer. Show me what you got. Okay, so I think white is going to plan for a5 or a4 and b5, but I think it might be a little too slow. We'll see. It might prove me wrong. Yeah, because the problem is that even if he gets the a file, like what else is there to attack this b pawn? It's defended by my rook right now, and it'll take white a while to get there. Whereas I'm already getting this pawn lever in, so g4. g4, the principal kind of move looks like h5. Oh, this is so tempting. Even if it's a pawn sacrifice, I think it might be worth it. So g4, h5, g3, pawn takes, knight g4, hitting this this weak e3 square. Yeah, in fact, there's no way to defend e3 if we go for this pawn sacrifice line. So I think just g4 is irreversibly weakening White's kingside pawns here. Yeah, h4 is also a possibility. I think g4 is just a little quicker. So if I can get away with g4, then I think I prefer that over h4. Yeah, the thing is that h5 is also good, but I think it's just slightly slower than g4, which is why I'm considering this first. g4, h5, g3. Just looks good to me. Okay, let's see if the computer proves me wrong. I thought this was not possible because I can play knight g4 here. Okay, don't tell me that the computer is just trolling me here. I have a bad feeling about this. What's going to happen? Okay. Knight g4. What is it going to do to me? Oh, it's not going to do anything. Yes. Okay, so I've won I've won back my pawn, and White's pawn structure is just totally crushed here. So yeah, I need to take it right away because White is threatening to play knight f1 and defend this pawn. So I got to take it. All right, here we go. Let's try to not fuck this up. This looks like it's winning. Okay, so I got to bring this knight back. Where to? Oh, wait. Why not rook a3 defending? I didn't even see that. Yeah, rook a3. Why not just rook a3? Peter is just being dumb. Hold on. There might actually be a reason why it's not playing rook a3, but I don't understand. Yeah, I see no reason why it shouldn't just play rook a3 to defend this pawn. How silly of the computer. Okay, so the game continues, and I'm going to bring my other knight in here. Yeah, with 3 defenders on g3, it's going to be hard for me to continue this attack here. Okay, rook g8 looks promising though. Rook g8. Okay, it's going to go for this. Makes sense. Sorry, I had to restart the music. I'm not sure why it was off. Okay, so I think I would be okay if White tries to exchange any of these pawns because I do like my rook having this open file. This rook is going to be a little too slow in attacking this pawn here. Can the computer give me more time? Please, I want some more time. There's a lot to consider here. Okay, this might be a bad idea, but I'm going to play e3 so that I can attack here. Okay. lets me take this guy, right? Oh, okay. I gotta take this way. Okay, I gained some time on the clock due to the very lenient increment. So what's next? I know I'm going to fuck this up. I can see it. I just don't have any time to calculate. The problem is that this rook needs to get into the game. I gotta watch out for bishop e1. He's gonna do that. Gonna do that next for sure. Okay, but yeah, you're right at that. I should generally just oh, okay, the queen moves this way. I think this is a mistake, but it's hard to prove with low time. Yeah, because why not just queen, queen? I think queen e4 is just winning, right? Queen e4 takes knight e7. Okay, so it stops that. Maybe I really should have castled here. Should have been more patient. Fuck, no time. Okay, knight d7. Bishop d2. Bishop d2 is coming. Okay, I'll let it do it anyways. Oh, it won't do that. Queen c8 check. Fuck me. I'm just blundering stuff in time pressure. Yeah, because the thing is, it's really hard to... Okay, queen d6 check. Okay. Maybe I can gain some time. Okay, I'm taking my take back privilege here. I can gain some time by taking a lot of takebacks. Let's go back to let's go back to this position. I really want to win this. I just need to be a little bit more careful. So I'm gonna try taking on b5 first. Maybe that'll change things in my favor. Yeah, so maybe this will be a lot easier for me to get in my desired knight g4 stuff. Thanks for the follow, Ratflinger. Whew. Okay, let's just go all the way back. Or maybe even rook g6 seems promising too. Yeah, the problem is that this bishop is rerouting and defending this nicely. This is just dumb stuff. That the computer can get away with this. Okay. I missed bishop g6, but I guess that was bad too. Or that was not good for white. Oh my god, it's attacking f7 now. Okay, queen g6 is coming. Yeah, if I take here queen g6 and just winning back this rook and checkmating me, honestly. Hold on. So why waste? Why knight g4 instead of bishop b takes c6? Yeah, let's go back and do that. Oops, that's not how you do a take back. Oh, now it doesn't even give me the opportunity to do that. Wasted opportunity. Hold on. That's really interesting. So, okay. Yeah, so it must have calculated deeper and realized that I had the possibility of just not taking back here. Hold on, even before that. So I think what I tried first was knight of 6, right? Oh, okay. Curious. Okay, so it's updated its valuation and thought that, okay, it's dangerous to take anywhere, and it needs to play bishop e1 right away. Fascinating. Let's go back for a sec. Yeah, it probably has some... It's like Stockfish is still pondering, and it has like transposition tables, and it realizes that bishop e1 needs to be played in all these lines. I actually want to go back a lot here. Okay, I might be squandering my chances, but I do want to... I am really curious why it just is not playing rook a3. Is it going to do it now? No, it doesn't. It's it's still moving its rook like this. Why? Why doesn't it play rook a3? Okay, maybe I'll look at it after the game. It's just like not making much sense to me. Okay, well, I think this is a little better than what it did play before, which is rook c1. Because if e3, then this at least this rook is pinning my queen on this file. Okay, I'm curious what it's going to do if I play rook c8. Ah! Okay, I'm really liking this transformation here. So it has no queenside play at all. Yeah, it has no queenside play at all because it just closed up its queenside here. And my bishop is still pointing on a very relevant diagonal. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I need to go to sleep soon too. It's 12:30 a.m. Okay, maybe Stockfish level 8 can come another time. I'm just annoyed that I can't even beat level 7 here. Level 7, which is rated 2200. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Rook g8. It's going to play bishop f4. Yeah, I get it. Do I know where Delta is? Delta's still on vacation. He just sometimes pops in the chat because he has like little pockets of free time. Like maybe he's at a hotel or something. Yeah, Night Igloo Kid. Again, yeah, thanks for the sub. Well, there's really no choice. I am forced to trade off this bishop. Maybe I'll stick my king here. Okay. I have to be careful too that this queen doesn't get to f4. Okay, I'm going to try to prevent that with rook g4 here. It's really enforcing this. Oh no. It's going to play rook f1 next. Yeah, this structure is just not good for me. This knight protecting here, and don't really know how I can continue. Okay, so it's going to try to attack with the queen first. Okay. I'm a little bit lost. I'm not sure what to do here. Oh, I'm wondering why it didn't trade off queens. Just didn't feel like it. Okay, so we might be just shuffling around for a bunch of moves. Yeah, because I don't see a way for either side to continue here. Oh, okay, I do see a way now. White can continue with knight e3. That's why I went knight c3. Knight d1, knight e3. It's going to be such a slog here. Oh, okay. Yeah, the terrible thing about knight e3 is that if it plays here and I move my queen back, now white can infiltrate with queen f4. No, I've screwed this up again. Just not in time. I need to be able to play knight e6, but I don't have time to do that, to prevent his queen from getting there. Ugh. Okay, let's see how this continues, if it keeps doing this. Ah, it doesn't even want to go to f4. Why not? What is it doing? Oh, okay. It's aiming for knight f5 and knight d6. Yeah, it's gonna play h5. Yeah, this is over now. Okay. Yeah, because if I play rook h5, it's just gonna go here, hitting this and hitting this. Okay, take back time. Why is it so hard to win? I agree. I mean, I think I'm already worse here after this knight maneuver, so I'm gonna go back a lot of moves. Okay, maybe I'll be really annoying and try to force a draw here. Hold on. Okay, but now it goes queen f4 because it knows that it can do that. I was just hoping that it wouldn't play queen f4, and I could somehow make a fortress. R.I.P. me. Hold on, let's go back a bit. Is there anything else I can do here? Because now I'm starting to realize that this knight is in a good position. Did I just not see? Why didn't I see? Why didn't I consider knight g3 here? What's wrong with that? What? Okay, I think I blanked out and I didn't even consider knight g3. So why is that bad? It's not bad. Oh, okay. So now I'm a pawn up again, and okay, it's my job to screw this up as usual. What? Okay. I don't know. What should I do here? Ah, no time. Let's bring the queen in, maybe. Ah, this was not useful, because my queen has to go back anyways. Alright, whatever. Let's go back. And my knight is kind of stranded here. Could have gotten a lot better, a lot more out of this. Okay. What's next, though? Queen c7. I think I'm tilting a little bit. Let's take back. Ah, the stupid queen. These stupid weak dark squares. Interesting. So it keeps holding queen f4 in reserve. So maybe this is actually just not bad for white because of all these queen e4 possibilities. Or queen f4. Queen f4 is always just hitting my king here, and yeah, maybe this is just bad for black, even if I've won this pawn. Ugh, gross. Wait, hold on. Let's go back. So here I had the okay, queen e6 was a stupid move anyways, so I'm going to switch that up. Oh, this was also stupid, running into knight f5. Hold on. But how do I prevent knight f5 without... Maybe, okay, let's try to take there first, and then see what happens with knight g4. Okay, it's going to go here. Makes a lot of sense. Oh shit, now it's going for queen f4 again. It's just disgusting what it's doing to me here. Okay, but what about rook c8? So if rook c8, then knight e6, hitting these two pawns. Queen f4 is always okay. Is always like ruining me in every single line. Like it looks very deceptive. You know, yeah, like the queen is on a light square right now, but it can very easily swing to f4. And there's like no good way of stopping it. So even if I've won this pawn, I think like it's just not good, this position. Yeah, this knight jumping into f5 is just... Oh. Now it even deviates. It doesn't even go for queen f4 anymore. Probably because it knows that it can do it one ply deeper without any consequence. Gross. Yeah, there's like nothing I can do. Even if I play something like queen h3, you can just go queen f2. Ah, okay, but queen h3, I can go rook f8. Okay, rage quit. This is awful. It's attacking f6, which is why I took back. Of course, yeah. And if I take back, then it'll take my queen, so... No, I just don't know what to do. Oh, I didn't even consider queen takes h4. So why is this bad? Tell me. Oh, it's bad because there's a double attack on this file. And if I move my knight, then this pawn is here. Okay, rage quit. I resign. Let me analyze this game and see what it actually says. The stockfish fishnet analysis, cloud analysis here. Okay, yeah. As expected, I was just like better for a lot of this. Yeah, hold on, let me scroll down. How did I do that? Yeah, it was just better for most of this. It's just I couldn't find a way forward. Yeah, and the actually the one thing I wanted to check out here was why not rook a3. Oh, rook a3, bishop takes g3. That's crushing. Okay, yeah. So rook a3, bishop takes g3, and if white takes back, then queen takes h4 is a checkmating threat. So white will have to lose this piece back, and I'll have a good position. Okay, white made a mistake with, or I made a mistake with king d7 here. I mean, this is one of my take-back moves, but still. I was up roughly a pawn, 1.3 pawns here. Stockfish is really resilient. All right, I need to go to sleep. I'm getting tired. Maybe I'll end the stream with I don't know. Maybe I'll wreck us out of spite. I'll wreck Stockfish on level 1. Let's see if I can beat it with 1 second increment. It's just it's only 12:40 a.m. but I'm tired from like the previous night and such. Okay, let's just play a bunch of quick moves and hopefully it blunders shit like this. Thank you. Thanks for the night. Ah, just move. I'm so slow. Ah. I need to try to gain time on the clock, which is why I'm just shuffling my pieces and shit around. Okay. Okay, so I won a piece in the opening. I just need to convert this. Oh. I could have taken there, but I didn't. Oh, and it blundered this. Just trying to buy some time as usual. Okay, let's take there now. Ooh, let's take that. Let's take that. Just being safe here. Oh, it could have taken my pawn on e2, and it didn't. Okay, let's try to trade. Should be a simple win now. Okay. Let's take that. Okay, I won a lot of stuff. Okay, take this, Stockfish. I'm going to checkmate you in an embarrassing way. Okay, first I want to win all of his pawns. Haha, I saw that, Stockfish. You're not getting away from me this time. G3, huh? Alright, take my rook. Okay, I wanna checkmate it with bishop and knight. Can I do that in like 30 seconds? Take my stuff. Take it all. Take my stuff, please. Alright. I've been practicing this, mate. Let's see if I can manage this. This way, right? Okay, gotta make sure that I can keep it in this box here. The computer, I mean. Okay, yeah, I think now I can get it into the right corner for my bishop and just checkmate it. It's threatening to get out though. Hold on, let me make sure that doesn't happen. Ah, okay, hold on. Okay, there we go, there we go. Now it's stuck in the corner. Okay. Oh! I made black resign. He didn't want to see the checkmate. Wrecked. Yeah, so I think it's mate in 3 here with just a bishop move with knight f1 and bishop e4. Okay, you got your just desserts, Stockfish. I got my petty win off of beating Stockfish's little brother here. Stockfish level 1. Actually, I could do so a little bit more. Let's do a simul. Oh, it resigns because it's move 151. Ah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard that Stockfish resigns when the game goes on too long. It always resigns after move 151. That's really interesting. So, if you can like lock up the position for 150 moves, you just survive for 150 moves, then you can actually win. Feels very cheap, but you got to do what you got to do to get the win in, right? All right, I'm gonna do one of my silly simuls here. Let's do 5-3 and maybe 5 players. My score in this is usually like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 wins. Usually 4 wins. Oh, it's Alfonso. Hey. Alfonso, I haven't seen you in a while. Alfonso, do you want to play some Crazy House? Okay, random candidates here. Alright, good luck, have fun, everyone. Alfonso, are you there in the chat? Let's play some Crazy House. Alright, so this can go really well or go really badly for me, depending on whether I get a quick win or not. Okay, let's do a Vienna Gambit on 2 whiteboards. Okay, this one is going to take a while because that one is an English position. Let's do a French here. Okay, that looks like a gambit. Let's take there. Okay, I think I like d5 in this type of position. Okay, let's counter pin. Oh, this knight is going to be lost. Maybe e6 and knight e7. Ooh, interesting. It takes right away here on d5. Okay, let's take here. Gotta speed up. I'm being a little slow here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should just forfeit commentating and just play. I'm going to lose on time on every board if I do this. Oh, for once I'm actually finished on all boards. Okay, this castle. Okay, I have won a pawn there, which is nice. Okay. Let's get my knight in. Let's get that in too. Oh, okay. So it wants... Let's do that. Sure. Just move out of the way. Let's kick that out. Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's go here. Move out. Yeah, my idea here was just knight f3. Keeping this this piece. Okay, pin. Let's take here. Okay. Yeah, this is a good move. Maybe I'll take here. Which way is best? Probably king e2. Let's take. King e3 I think is okay. It's getting a little risky though, what I'm doing there. Okay. Let's try to get my bishop out there. Okay, I'm gonna castle this way. Let's take, why not? Take here. Knight there. Ooh, fancy. Don't see why I can't just take here though. Should be okay. Let's defend this. Let's take that. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting a nice attack there on this board. Okay, yeah. Bishop b4 I think is winning material. Okay. Let's try rook c8, just opposing this queen. Ah, okay, just moves the king out of the way. Sure, why not? Seems legit. Okay, yeah, I just want a queen trade and that should be it. Right. Interesting. He might play bishop b6 here. That's okay with me though. Okay, let's give a check. Don't actually think that leads to anything, but I'll just probe a bit. Okay, which way do I take? Maybe take back with a knight. Yeah, this check didn't lead to much. That's okay. I'll put it back on h3 though. Okay, let's take here. Yeah, let's take control of this file with bishop there. Okay, now I'm attacking the bishop. How to continue here though? Okay, just do a waiting move there. Okay, he's trying to bring out this rook that way. Okay, let's try to activate this guy. Can I get a quick checkmate in somewhere? This is almost looking like it's mating. My rook is kind of stranded there, unfortunately, even if my other pieces are great. Okay, let's just take that. Let's kick this guy out. Let's take this free knight here. Okay, I think I can take on h3, no problem. I don't actually want a queen trade yet on that board. Ooh, fascinating. Okay, do I actually have to trade queens here? No, I don't. I can play bishop here. There we go. Seems good. Okay, yeah, let's step out. So I have a lot of space there. That's always nice. Okay, I do want to create a flight square for my king, though. Oh, okay. He blundered into checkmate there. Okay, he's trying to go for this h-pawn advance. Okay, to be honest, I wouldn't move any of these pawns at all. Oh, this is Alfonso I'm playing. No wonder he's being so stubborn and defending so well. I was wondering, like, why am I not just winning now? Okay, let's get my queen there. Okay. Now I think I'm actually winning stuff on this board. There we go. I'm winning the d3 pawn. How do I get my queen in, though? This is frustrating. Okay. I'm happy to take here. Let's take that. Okay, and e5. Just trying to trade off some pieces. Ooh! That's scary, what he's doing here. Rook a8. Have to watch out here. Whew. How do I even prevent that? Not even sure if I can prevent this. Okay, I gotta think accurately here, because I might just be checkmated if I'm not careful. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, why is he doing this? Let's take here. Let's take that. So I think I might lose on Alfonso's board, but win on the others. So I think that that's an okay result for me, for sure. Okay, I better win this one though. I'm just winning so much material here. Ah, okay, so he's gone out this way. Let's take here. I think I'm just lost in that position with Alfonso. I just don't know what he's gonna do next. Oh wow, he wants to trade everything off. I wish I had a little bit more time to think, because this is critical here. Let's try to take away this square. Let's take away this one. Yeah, Alfonso Cualfi. Yeah, this is very tough to defend. Especially because my rook here is just kind of chilling here and has no way of getting out. Let's just repeat a bit so I can get some more increment. Want to be able to win this one quickly. Okay, I don't know what to do in that position, so I gotta just hurry up and make a move. That's all I can say. Ah, okay. So now he's switched targets, and this is a good idea. Just take this guy. Okay. I only have 5 seconds, so I gotta hurry. Okay, this one's checkmate. Okay, I gotta take there. Hopefully I can get a perpetual check on that board or something. Whew. Okay, this one I think is pretty easily winning, but the one with Alfonso, I need to look at it. Okay, I lost some time, but I think that was a deserved loss anyways. Yeah, so I can take this pawn for free. If he checks, I'm still going to play rook d3. This pawn and king and pawn endgame is going to be winning. Alfonso! He came in and just wrecked my shit up. But good games, everyone. This was pretty fun. Alfonso, do you want to play some... Actually, no, it's kind of late. Maybe some other time. I wish you had joined earlier, dude. I never get to see you again. Yeah. These simuls can either go well or really poorly, depending on... well, how quickly people resign. So, like, for example, this guy was nice enough to resign here and not play it out. Because if he had played this one out, I might have been in danger of losing, like, 2 games instead of 1. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. Have a good night. Might see you next week if I stream chess next Wednesday. Have fun, everyone. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to say night to you, Dragonblade, but yeah, night, dude. Yeah, thanks for joining at like literally the last 3 minutes. See you around. Yep, and see you, Lance, too. Night.